Must be some kind of checkpoint for visitors. Doesn't look like it would be very comfortable in there. Excuse me.
What is it, citizen?
Could you tell me about this building, sir?
You don't get out much, do you? This is the Ministry of Medicine. They're in charge of all health-related issues in the city.
So this is where people come to get their vaccines?
Correct. Entry is by appointment only, I'm afraid.
I kind of figured as much. You know someone named Silas Harrison?
Silas Harrison? The name sounds familiar. But then, I see plenty of names on a daily basis. I have to write the name of all scheduled appointments here in my ledger.
Don't suppose I could have a peek at your ledger?
Afraid not, miss. This is for government eyes only. And, not to be rude, but you don't look like a government employee to me.
Keep up the good work.
Have a nice day, miss.
The main entrance to the Ministry of Medicine. I have to find a way in there. That's a nice statue, although the base looks a bit unstable. Let's hope this works.
What was that? What a mess. I told them this would happen eventually.
Let's just have a look at this ledger. Here we go. Silas Harrison is being visited by a doctor this evening for a green lung treatment. This information could be very important to certain people. Might be a good idea to take it with me. Fripp Square. I do so love the dirty looks I get from people when I walk through here. This guy is the local news delivery system for the residents of Fripp Square. Hello there.
May I help you with something?
Have you heard the name Silas Harrison?
I have, yes. He's fairly well known around these parts.
Can you tell me anything about him? Like where he lives?
Lady, I'm a town crier, not a town directory. If you want to put your nose where a
So you're a town crier? What do you actually do?
I deliver the news to the people of Fripp Square. They ask about specific headlines, I tell them. Some sort of breaking news arrives from the government, I read it. It's rather simple, really.
Can I hear some news?
Very well. Right now, the top headlines are Ministry of Energy restarts generators. Terrorists rumored in the market district. Mysterious object spotted over quarantine zone. And the weather report. So, what'll it be?
I want to hear terrorists rumored in the market district.
If you wish.
Attention citizens! The following is an important news bulletin. Rumors have surfaced of a group of terrorists headquartered somewhere in the market district. These dissidents are to be considered armed and extremely dangerous to public safety. Anyone with information leading to their arrest is encouraged to report to the nearest aristocrat guard. This concludes the news bulletin. Please resume your normal activities.
Hello there.
May I help you with something?
Can I hear some news?
Very well. Right now, the terrorist and so.
I'd like to hear mysterious objects spotted over quarantine zone.
Right you are.
Attention citizens! The following is an important news bulletin. This past week, several citizens reported sighting a strange object in the sky over the quarantine zone. Rumors have persisted that it was the Reaper. However, the Ministry of Knowledge insists that this is not the case. The aristocracy reminds citizens not to be swayed by baseless rumors and superstitions. This concludes the news bulletin. Please resume your normal activities.
This poster is encouraging people to get vaccinated for green lung. If only it were that easy for everyone. That's a pretty dramatic statue. I guess that must be the eponymous Mr. Fripp. He looks fairly lost in thought. Excuse me, sir?
Hello, miss. What can I do for you?
I'm Amy Wellard. It's nice to meet you.
Pleasure to meet you too, Amy. My name is Maximilian Huber, but please call me Max.
Do you live around here?
Yes, just around the corner, but ever since my wife passed, I like to get out of the house and spend time with my friends.
Your friends?
Yes, the Ravens.
So, how much time do you spend with your friends?
Not all day, but most of it. They are beautiful creatures, aren't they? How those Reaper cultists have turned them into a symbol of fear is beyond me, but to each his own, I suppose. I only wish I had something to feed them with. The poor things look terribly hungry.
What do they eat?
Anything, really. Meat, vegetables, insects. They're not picky eaters by any means.
I'm looking for Silas Harrison. Do you know him?
Know him? Not personally, but I know who he is, certainly.
You wouldn't happen to know where he lives, would you?
I'm afraid not. I never had any cause to pay him any social calls at his home. My apologies.
Have a nice day, sir.
You too, my dear.
You know, I have to admit, this one is kind of cute. She seems to be having some private conversation with her friend, but I can't quite make out what they're saying from here. Excuse me?
Yeah. Oh. Where did you come from? She looks like she just came from the quarantine zone. Don't be silly. You know nobody ever leaves that awful place. In any case, I'm sure you've got a lottery job you should be doing. Why don't you run along and leave us to our conversation? Which reminds me, I need some new servants. I was entertaining guests the other day, and they kept interrupting.
Good help just keeps getting harder to come by.
No, you absolutely must.
Excuse me, sir?
Hello, miss. What can I do for you?
Do you know the two women over there? They're kind of rude.
Them? Oh, don't pay them any mind. They're just a couple of harpies who have nothing better to do with their time than gossip about everything. You should hear them any time the newsman reads out a headline. It's non-stop chatter. But please, let's discuss something more worthwhile, shall we?
Have a nice day, sir.
You too, my dear.
That's the tiniest raven I've ever seen. You know, I have to admit, this one is kind of cute. The Ministry of Knowledge. It's where they keep all the documents and educational materials from before the bombs. Extremely limited access, of course. Hello, Mariska.
Amy, hello.
Do you have any vegetables a raven might like to eat?
Ravens? Yes, I see them around my garden all the time. They love my alfalfa sprouts.
Have you got any for sale?
Sure, but take this bag. On the house.
Are you sure?
Yes, I owe you after helping me with the guard. It's the least I can do.
Thanks. You really shouldn't make trouble with the guards.
I'm not making trouble. It's them who are causing all the problems.
You know as well as I do, you haven't got a brother named Pavel.
Well, they need to understand that life's not easy for us. It's not like they do anything about it anyway.
Just try not to get so riled up, Mariska. He was trying to help you out.
The day I take help from those dogs is the day I die.
I have to go now.
Okay, you come back and see me again soon, all right?
Excuse me, sir? I I got this bag of alfalfa sprouts. You know, so you can feed the birds.
Thank you. This will certainly make the birds pleased.
Excuse me, sir?
Hello, miss. What can I do for you?
That little raven up there isn't getting any food.
You're right. I'll toss some extra food closer to it so it can eat.
Those flying rats just knocked the waste bin over. Oh, the smell!
Disgusting. I hope a street cleaner comes to clean it up.
Seriously! Well, it's about time someone came. Now, what was that you were saying, Genevieve?
Do you believe in the Reaper, Flora?
Goodness, no. That's just a bedtime story to scare children.
I don't know. The other day, I could have sworn I saw a raven with red eyes staring at me.
Really, Jenny? I wouldn't have expected you to be the superstitious type. Please, let's talk about something else.
I think you should have a look at this.
Interesting.
Attention citizens! The following is an important news bulletin. Silas Harrison, noted government philanthropist, has contracted green lung. He is due to begin medical treatment this evening. Anyone who has had contact with Harrison is advised to monitor their symptoms and to notify the Ministry of Medicine if they begin feeling ill. This concludes the news bulletin. Please resume your normal activities.
Excuse me, sir?
Hello, miss. What can I do for you?
That little raven up there isn't getting any food.
You're right. I'll toss some extra food closer to it so it can eat.
Oh, they've knocked the bin over again!
Little monsters. Why doesn't Tiberius just have them shot to extinction?
You know, that's not a bad idea. They should make that a lottery job immediately.
Can you believe Harrison kept his disease to himself?
I know. I was just at his manor last week. Now I'll need to go to the ministry and get checked.
Everyone on Thredson Street will. He should know better than to throw parties if he's got green lung.
I'll bet his gardener gave it to him. His love of topiaries will be the death of him.
Interesting. A mansion on Thredson Street with topiaries. I just hope Harrison's tastes are unique. Hello there.
May I help you with something?
Can I hear some news?
Very well. Right now, the Ministry terrorist mysterious the weather report and Silas. So, what'll it be?
How about Ministry of Energy restarts generators?
Fine.
Attention citizens! The following is an important news bulletin. The Ministry of Energy released a report saying that they have succeeded in restarting 60% of the city's reactors. As a result, more power will be available, starting with the area around Fripp Square. This concludes the news bulletin. Please resume your normal activities.
I'm Dr. Collins from the Ministry, here to see Mr. Harrison.
Of course. He's in his room. Just walk down the hall. It's the fourth door to the left.
Damn, looks like I got here too late. But maybe there's still a way I can get close to the doctor without being seen. Time to do a little peeping.
Good evening, Mr. Harrison. What seems to be the trouble?
You know damn well what the trouble is. I've got that blasted plague.
What symptoms have you been having?
Last week, the coughing started. Since then, it's only gotten worse. And yesterday, I hacked up some blood. I've had a fever all of today and haven't felt like eating anything since yesterday. Not to mention, I haven't been able to sleep a wink.
I see. Have you been in contact recently with anyone showing symptoms of the disease?
Well, 2 weeks ago, I was relaxing outside in my yard when some vagrant came by to ask if I could spare any food. Well, naturally, I told him I couldn't, but he became belligerent when he heard that and spat in my face. To think, a man of my stature with green lung. I can't imagine the scandal.
Green lung doesn't discriminate, Mr. Harrison. It can affect anyone.
So can you do anything for me, Doctor?
Not to worry. You're in good hands. Your support of the Ministry of Knowledge means you'll receive only the finest care the government can offer. I'm going to give you a dose of vaccine. That should fix you up by morning, but you'll need to get another dose in about a month's time.
Why can't you eggheads at the Ministry of Medicine get off your collective asses and develop a cure already?
We're trying, believe me. This isn't an easy disease to cure, but the treatment works almost instantly. You'll see.
So I'm stuck getting this injection once a month for the rest of my life?
I'm afraid so, although I'm sure you'll agree that it beats the alternative.
Yes, well, that is true. I could be dying in the streets like those filthy mongrels in the quarantine zone.
Yes, with the monthly injection, you won't have to worry about entering the terminal phase.
Let's not think about that. A dreadful business, really. Let's focus on my treatment.
Of course. Just hold still a moment. There we go. You should feel like a new man in just a few hours. Now, I'm going to leave an appointment card here for you. Just bring it to the Ministry of Medicine when you're due for your next vaccine dose.
Can't I send my servant to get it for me and bring it back here?
The green lung vaccine is a valuable commodity, Mr. Harrison. We don't release it to just anyone.
So can't you just come back and shoot me up when it's time? I don't want to have to go all that way.
We'll see. I know you've curried favor with the aristocracy, but I'll leave the card here just in case. Oh, and I'll leave a little something with your butler to help you sleep. But give the vaccine a few minutes to circulate before you take it.
Thank you, Doctor. I appreciate it.
Think nothing of it. Feel better, Mr. Harrison.
That card is my ticket into the Ministry. But how am I supposed to get it?
Damn! Where is that confounded servant of mine?
It's unlocked. I'm guessing this is what Harrison uses to call his servant. The bell is just out of reach. I'm sure no one will notice one missing ladle.
And so it begins.
Well, if nobody else is gonna eat it. A little dry, but at least it's better than nothing.
You rang for me, sir?
About 10 minutes ago. What on earth took you so long?
I was...
Never mind the excuses. Just give me one of those sleeping pills the doctor gave you.
Yes, sir. Will you be wanting it with your usual lemon and elderberry tea?
That's fine.
Then if you'll excuse me, I'll return shortly.
Finally. I thought he'd never get to sleep. Quietly now. So now I'm stealing an old man's only means of getting more vaccine. I really hope there's something in the ministry worth finding, Danton. Oh no. No, please. Of all the times.
What? Who's there?
Shit!
Ophelia? Is that you? Well, they told me you were dead. Oh, my dear Ophelia, come back to take care of me when I'm sick. I knew you would. Ophelia? Are you there, my love?
That was a little too close. I'm back. Hope I'm not interrupting anything.
If you're worried about that, you could always try knocking.
Fair point. Denby, you mentioned before you were good at copying handwriting.
Yeah, sure.
Do you think you could copy this doctor's writing?
Shouldn't be a problem. What do you need me to do?
Change the name on this card to mine.
Oh, yeah, easy. Just give me 2 minutes. There you go.
Hey, nice job. Thanks. This card says that I'm entitled to an evaluation with a Dr. Elliot Collins. Time for me to go.
Okay, see ya.
Excuse me.
What is it, citizen?
I'm here to see Dr. Collins.
Is that so? I assume you have an appointment?
Yes, I've got my card right here.
So you do. All right, I'll open the door for you. You'll be checked in and directed to his office. Enjoy your day, and I hope you feel better.
Thanks. Here goes nothing.
Hello, miss. May I help you?
I've got an appointment with Dr. Collins.
I see.
Is there a problem?
Well, how can I put this kindly? You don't exactly look like our normal type of visitor.
What does that mean?
It's just the way you're dressed. It's not typical of the people we normally see here. How exactly did you get your appointment, if I may ask?
Oh, I guess it's because I've got the perfect life.
What? Is Danton stupid? Didn't she at least tell you to get a disguise?
Well, she did, actually, but I found a better way.
You do realize how much you stand out, right? If you try and see the doctor looking like that, they'll call security and have you escorted out. Then they'll start asking me questions about why I let you in, and things will only escalate from there.
So, any ideas on how I can get a disguise?
I'll have to think about it. Just don't go any further into the ministry until we figure something out.